Yeah.
Because they'll fight all the time.
Right.
Hey, but like, I want to say you say we really entertained your immersion in rap. We thought that was beautiful. Everybody, all nationalities and everything. We had to say you're the best. You put it down. We watch you battle. We watch you not battle them, but we watch you compared with the best. We watch you do songs with Jay-Z. We watch you do all those guys, and you got really ill.
Oh, thank you, man.
You got really
Thank you.
Ill.
No
You,
doubt.
yeah, one of those songs he said, yeah, you saw me before. I just didn't have all these swords before. But you say you had armed with these guns and swords before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you met me before. Oh,
Yeah, you just didn't have all these guns and swords before.
Yeah, I didn't have all these arsenal of weapons before.
Yeah.
Marshall will step in the door. Yeah. That was the Biggie song. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yep.
fucking listen. Are you conscious that you know you're rapping like J and B? You know you gotta blaze, right? You know you gotta put it down, because if you don't put it down, people gonna say, "Oh, nigga, he shitted on you."
I mean, that's how I feel anytime I get on a song with anybody.
saw
It's like,
that.
man, if I don't try to, like, I have to, just having that hunger still and trying to, like you said, it's not about the money all the time, right? So it's like when you lose a fight and you get depressed, it's because your competitive nature and your competitive spirit is wounded, right? Because you're
It's the reason that we started doing this, because we're not good enough. It goes in your mouth.
Yep.
We're not good enough.
Yep.
He's better than me, and it fucking kills you. That
Yep.
somebody's better than you, and you believe in your head that you're God or you're the best or whatever you believe you are.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yo, you was dope in The Hangover.
Hey, listen, man, I was just very happy to do that. I was like 280 pounds. I was on cocaine. I was just doing. I had my prostitute girlfriends at the fucking and this. What is this? The trailer with me. I was just living a fucking life back then. I had listen. When I did The Hangover, I didn't know. I went to the club, and the clubs in Vegas, they let me in all the private, And so when I went in this private spot, I saw these white people in these white crew, and I was looking at these people. But then I saw those two girls. What's those two girls? The two twins. What's their name?
Oh,
They're
I
really
forgot.
rich. The Owen. What's the
Olsen twins?
Olsen twins.
Olsen twins.
So
yeah.
I saw the two. I
What?
saw one. I saw one of the Olsen twins with these guys, and I'm in and it's just open. It's closed to them. And then the bodyguard let me in. The bodyguard for the club, because he knows me all the time. I always
Yeah.
give him money, and he lets me in, and we're chilling and stuff. We're coked up and we're drinking, and then they look at me and somebody comes over and says, "Hey, we're doing a movie with you in 2 weeks. We're doing a movie with you." I said, "When?" He said, "In 2 weeks." I said, "Fuck, I didn't know that."
What the fuck?
Yeah, I said, "Fuck, I didn't know that." And so I'm on this movie. I'm doing this set and stuff, and I'm just a mess back then. So I do this movie, and I don't think this movie is shit. I'm high all the time, and then I'm in a restaurant. I come out the restaurant. You see one of those buses, the tour bus. They see me. They must have went to the movie and saw the preview because the movie wasn't out yet.
Yeah.
And then when they saw me, it must have been like 30. They all got off the bus and said, "We love you. We saw you in the movie." And then my friend Zip, who's no longer with us, he said, "Hey, we got something here. We're back."
Ah,
We're back.
yeah.
Yeah, and then that's been a rap ever since. And Todd Phillips been my friend. And I was out in the club. I don't know what club I was at, but it was a movie theater. And I went there, and everybody was all over me. And the guy that produced Hangover, Todd Phillips, who did the Joker, he looked and he said, "Listen, I feel proud because I feel I'm a part of this." Because he saw everybody coming up to me. He said,
Yeah.
"I just feel like I'm a part of this." That, he was proud that everybody was coming up to me. And then next thing you know, he was, I can't even tell you what we're doing next, but anything. It's just, we became good friends.
That's dope.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, it's dope too because like I was like, holy shit, Mike can act. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then seeing the Undisputed
Yeah.
man and hearing you tell them stories that I'm like, I so want to know about this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody knew the story, but they didn't know the underlying
Yeah,
behind the story. Why did I do that?
yeah. Hell yeah.
Getting ready
And-
to do round 2.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, the Fan 2 is so much better than round 1. We did this listen, this is really interesting. How do you do this? I knew you had to do it. So I'm on the show, and I said, "Good night." and there's 4,000 people, and when I say goodnight in Toronto, they all get up and they come to the stage. And they just want to touch me, and I don't know what to do. The security's not doing nothing.
Right.
I don't want these people to think I'm scared and run off. I want to run, but so I just get caught in it. It was just overwhelming and shit that people think that way about you. And in my mind, I always had a low self-esteem. I said, if these people think much about me, they must not be shit. You know what I mean? Because why would you think about me? Because I don't think I'm shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I went through a lot of that shit too, growing up as a kid, and just feeling like I wasn't good enough for anything, like whatever I did. I just wasn't good enough. And yeah, man, it's a psychological thing. I think that once you, for anybody who doesn't feel, who feels like that, right? Like I just feel like I'm worthless. I'm not nothing in this world. Anybody who feels that and then finds something that they're actually good at, it's like I think that's what makes somebody go for that so hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I was never good at nothing. I'm good at this. You know?
The most successful people that ever lived in history are megalomaniacs, but they got a low self-esteem.
Yeah.
They don't think much about themselves, but they think they're God on the other hand, too.
Right.
You know, but those are the most successful people. They're always challenging that doubt,
Yeah.
making that doubt inconceivable. That's not true, but they still believe it's doubt.
Right.
Even though they prove that it doesn't stop them from succeeding, but they still challenge that, and it still bothers them. They still believe they're nothing. After they made billions of dollars, they still believe they're not shit. That's just how the mind fucks with us.
Yeah, people also think too, like money just buys happiness, and it absolutely is not the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be right inside. Otherwise, none of this shit means nothing.
No, absolutely. They get everything. Then this is something. This is everything. Fuck this. Pow.
Mm-hmm.
This is everything. I waste my fucking life for this. This is everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Em, you just blew the fucking roof off the Oscars. How'd that feel?
Man.
Are you surprised that they still ask you to come?
Actually,
I thought it was the fucking dopest thing I've seen in a long time, dude.
thanks, man, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm making that face.
Okay.
Because when I went out there, everything was cool, right? I go through the first verse, and you know they had the pack where you're
The mic pack?
yeah, the mic pack
Yeah.
that you wear, you know, the clip onto your belt, and then you got the in-ears that go in your ears, right, so you can hear the sound. And I'm rapping, and all of a sudden I see between my legs the motherfucking pack swinging.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Oh,
So I'm
fuck.
like this, trying to grab that shit. I don't know what they showed on TV and what they didn't. But man, I was like, so then I tried to stick that bitch in my, and I'm like, wow, I got no pockets back here. Fuck.
Oh,
So I'm rapping the
fuck.
lyrics while I'm doing this, and then I'm like, man, let's put it in my front pocket. Fuck it. By that time, the song's over. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? We rehearsed for that shit. I know the words to Lose Yourself, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But we rehearsed that shit extras just so we didn't fuck that up.
Oh,
And then that was the one thing we didn't plan for. And of course it went wrong. And I'm like, motherfuck.
Which nobody's saying.
yeah, dude. Nobody saw that.
Really?
Nobody saw it. No, you killed it, bro. You fucking killed it.
Thanks, man.
dude.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, I ain't
nobody
watched
saw
it because
that.
I got creeped out. I'm like, I don't want to fucking see this shit. I'm gonna just get angry.
Yeah, I know.
Girl, how old
Oh,
is she?
fuck.
Haley is 23.
What's that like? She has boyfriends and stuff. She has babies. She,
Not babies. Nope. Just boyfriend.
yeah.
And yeah, she's doing good. She's made me proud for sure. She graduated from college. 3.9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for her, man.
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
awesome. How does that feel? You have a 23-year-old. I was just listening to Slim Shady
Yeah.
and listening
Yeah,
to that.
it definitely is crazy. It definitely is crazy. I have a niece that I have helped raise too. That's kind of like a daughter, pretty much like a daughter to me.
Wow.
And she is 26, and then I have a younger one that's 17 now. So when I think about my accomplishments, like that's probably the thing I'm the most proud of. you know, is being able to raise kids.
You know, most guys like us that are successful and stuff that supposedly have it all, our kids are fucked up. You know?
Yeah.
They're fucked up. They never had the life that we had. They never struggled. They never know struggle. Without struggle, there's no progress.
Yep.
You know, and that's why they don't progress, because they don't struggle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely important to keep your kids grounded when there's situations like we have, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
absolutely.
it's very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, brother, thanks for coming in. Now
Really?
you got to get back to your shoot.
It's all good, man. I'm so honored that you would even think to do this, man.
We love you, nigga.
Dude, you're the fucking man, bro. Come
We
on.
love you,
Yeah,
man.
but like I said, man, I can't. You know, I told you I was gonna fan out on you, and if it gets weird, just stop me.
It's all good, man.
We love
But you're motherfucking Mike Tyson, man.
You're motherfucking Eminem.
Listen, Eminem, listen, let me tell you something, right? I've been to Detroit for the All-Star. I remember we had All-Star, some shit in Detroit. And I remember I've been to Detroit because I fought in Detroit. You know how, listen, so, and I'm from Brownsville that's similar to Detroit. What's the possibility of you being in 7 Mile, from 7 Mile, now you here? Now what's that? What's the percentage that happens? That's what I think. How do a guy in 7 Miles get out here? How do you get out here and you don't got shit and you're destitute?
Yeah.
You know how did that happen? Because it's ordained by the universe.
Me and this guy, man, Denon went through a lot of shit. Like when we were kids ourselves, right? And we were still when I met Denon, he had just started making beats, and we met through a mutual friend, IQ, who was a rapper who was actually on my Infinite album. And IQ introduced us, and then we grinded until, like, he went through a lot of this. We went through a lot of the same things together coming up, right? So it was like we did it together. We worked the same job. We were roommates. We had, you know what I'm saying? We lived in houses together.
Your guys' success became because of your lifestyle. Success and fame, all that stuff comes from lifestyle. You know, I changed my lifestyle. I stopped getting high. I stopped drinking. I stopped everything. I stopped fucking girls. Matter of fact, I never had no girl when I was boxing.
Yeah.
I was too young. I didn't have a girl until I was like 19, 18 years old. You know, but that's all I focused on. That's why I didn't want anything. I just wanted to fight. All I did was watch fights all day. Just from guys from 1890 to now. Just watch them all day. That's all I did because that's all I wanted to be.
Yeah.
That's all I knew. I knew all the etiquette about fighting, everything. Anything you asked me about fighting, I could tell you. How did it begin? How did it start? I knew everything about fighting.
Yeah. I remember, what was it? I saw a documentary where Customato used to make he would call out numbers.
Oh, yeah, the Willie.
Yeah.
The Wooly?
Like, man, I'll never live to do that. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, he was crazy, but he was still crazy.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of his fighters left him because he's so overbearing. He's so perfected. And if you're allowed to stay, you have to be crazy, too, to be with this man. Because I wanted to be the best so bad.
Yeah.
And only he could do it. No one could inspire me like him. I'm one of those guys. I'm a dark person. I come from a dark world. So nobody, especially a white motherfucker, no one could inspire me like him. He inspired me to be better than what I was. There's no way I was going to be. If I was Mike Tyson, badass motherfucker from Brownsville, Brooklyn, I still wouldn't have made it. Because that was just Brownsville, Brooklyn. He made me believe I was the best fighter the world has ever produced.
Yeah, but you did it, though.
Yeah.
But you did it. And you were the best fighter.
Yeah, but in life, that's not a good way to think. And fighting is great, but in life, it's reckless. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
To be successful in one field is disastrous in another field.
Right. Yeah.
Like with you were great in rap, but in life you were kind of shaky.
Yeah. Oh, I was shit. I
Yeah,
have an 8th grade education.
no, it has nothing to do with the education. It was the pressure. All of a sudden, boom, they're in your face. And people are judging you, and you got we have a little weird self-esteem anyway. Now people are judging us, saying things about it, and we get defensive. And when we get defensive, we play into their game.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
But still, even though we do that, this gives us our attention, and then we get reputations for being crazy and unstable and drug addicts and stuff, and then we go through the whole recovery thing. Listen, the best thing that ever happened to me, I got involved with the recovery program because I met great people, but I'm a, what am I? Know what I am? I am a relapse specialist. You know, I just have to relapse. Even if I'm 5 years straight, then I relapse. And my relapse starts with thinking or me jerking off a lot or something. You know, no, that's just start me off. You know what I mean? Those are my habits and those are my flaws and shit.
Yeah. Oh, the people around me, man, my people think I'm fucking nuts. Yeah.
No, you should feel sorry for the people who are not nuts that are around you.
Yeah.
If you're not crazy in this crazy world, I really feel sorry for you.
Yeah, I think my circle of friends is definitely somewhere in the ballpark of my insanity.
There's no
just
doubt
to be
about
friends with me.
It's how do we live in this world? How do we find out our purpose? You're born, and most of us are born fucking in bad situations, and then we say, "Wow, what's wrong with us? Why are we here?
Mm-hmm.
Why did they put us here? Why we're not living like these people and stuff?" And these people look down on us. And when we're around these people can call the cops on us, and the cops won't listen to us and listen to those people.
Yeah.
Then you start saying, "Hey, I'm garbage. I'm nothing. Life showing me that I'm nothing." And then you run into somebody who you think is something, and he tells you great things about yourself, and then you think you're great because this great guy told you great things about yourself, and then the whole perspective of your confidence goes to another level.
Proof. That's how Proof was to me. Yeah, man. He was a godsend to me because I know that I would not have made it without knowing him, because he gave me he co-signed for me when I went to the shop, when I went to Ebony Show, because he co-signed for me everywhere I went, and people respected him. His name meant something because they respected him, because he was the crazy.
Listen, when Cuss told those South African guys, "Hey, say, listen, we have a black young man in this house. He's our family. You treat him the way you treat us." And he told everybody around there, all those white guys, he has all those guys with power politics. "This is our son. This is the..." And nigga, my head was so big. He shouldn't have did. He never told me I was a nigga that you're not gonna make. He always said I was superior than everybody. You know, isn't that a trip? He told me I'm better than everybody. And the reason why those people are bothering you because they're jealous of you. He never had put doubt in my mind that I was fucked up, even though I believe that he just shattered that and made me in my mind I thought of myself a demigod.
It's crazy because that's the one thing you needed. That's the one
absolutely.
thing you needed in your life to feel like you was special.
No,
that's how Proof made me feel.
My confidence was so low. I had such a low self-esteem. I was just a criminal. When I first met Cuss and I saw his house, I'm gonna rob these white motherfuckers. And then he kept talking to me and gave me self-esteem. And then he made me want to be his watcher. If anybody said anything about him, I would kill them.
I believe you.
No, I'm serious.
I believe you. I believe
He
you.
had my mind just like that. If anybody disrespected it, he has made me feel something. He made me feel like something I never felt before. And I said, if anybody disrespected me, I would fucking kill them. That's just how it was.
Man.
Because in the ghetto, that's how you show your love, by killing somebody or hurting somebody for somebody.